Jesus, thou Son of the Most High, I implore thee by God, that thou torment me not. And he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was there near unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding, and all the demons begged him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. And they that fed the swine fled, and told it in the city and in the country, and they that went out to see what it was that was done. And they came to Jesus, and to see him that was possessed with the devil, and had the legion, sitting and clothed, and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. They that began to pray him to depart out of their ghosts. And when he was come into the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him. Jesus did not permit him, but said unto him, Go home to thy friends, and tell them how great things the Lord hath done for thee, and hath had compassion on thee. And he departed, and began to publish in Decapolis how great things Jesus had done for him. And all men did marvel. And when Jesus had passed over again by ship into the other side, much people gathered unto him. And he was near unto the sea. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and begged him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. And Jesus went with him, and a great multitude followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman, which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of the physicians, and had spent all that she had, and had nothing bettered, but rather grew worse, when she had heard of Jesus, came into the crowd behind, and touched his garment. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she had been healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue or power had gone out of him, turned him about in the crowd and said, Who touched my clothes? heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and sweet the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was come in, he said unto them, Why make ye this ado, and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and mother of the damsel, and them that were with him, and entereth where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand, and said unto her, Talitha, cumi, which is, being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years. And they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man shall know it, and commanded that something shall be given her to eat. Just a quick backup to verse 25. A certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years. And then to verse 42. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was the age of 12 years. And they were astonished with a great astonishment. Chapter 6. And he went out from thence, and came into his own country, and his disciples followed him. And when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing him Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And they went out and preached that men should repent, and they cast out many devils, and anointed with oil many that were sick, and healed them. And King Herod heard of him, for his name was spread abroad. And he said that John the Baptist has risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shew forth themselves in him. Others said that it is Elias, and others said that it is a prophet, or as one of the prophets. But when Herod heard, therefore, he said, It is John whom I beheaded. He is risen from the dead. But Herod himself had sent forth and laid hold upon John, and bound him in prison, for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, It is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife. Therefore Herodias had a quarrel against him, and would have killed him. But she could not. For Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man, and a holy man, that observed or protected him. And when he had heard him, he did many things, and he heard him gladly. And when a convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains, and the chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodias came in and danced, it pleased Herod, and them that sat with him. And the king said unto the damsel, Ask of me whatever you want, and I will give it thee. And he sware unto her. Whatsoever thou shalt ask of me, I will give it to thee unto the half of my kingdom. And she went forth and said unto her mother, What shall I ask for? And she said, The head of John the Baptist. And she came in straightway with haste into the king, and asked, saying, I will that thou give me at once in a charger the head of John the Baptist. And the king was in exceeding sorrow. Yet for his oath's sake, and for the sakes which sat with him, he would not reject her. And immediately the king sent an executor, and commanded his head be brought. And he went and beheaded him in prison, and brought his head on a platter, and gave it to the damsel. And the damsel gave it to her mother. And when the disciples heard of it, they came and took his corpse, and laid it in a tomb. And when the apostles gathered themselves together unto Jesus, and told him all things, both what they had done, and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart into a desert place, and rest for a while. For there were many coming and going that had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into a desert place by ship privately. And the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot thither out of all cities, and because they were as sheep, not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. And when the day was now far spent, his disciples came unto him and said, This is a desert place, and now the time is far past. Send them away, that they may go into the country round about, and into the villages, and buy themselves bread, for they have nothing to eat. He answered and said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, Shall we go and buy 200 pennyworth of bread, and give them to eat? He saith unto them, How many loaves have ye? Go and see. And when they knew, they say, 5 and 2 fishes. And he commanded them to make all sit by companies or in groups upon the green grass. And they sat down in ranks by hundreds and by 50s. And when he had taken the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, he looked up at heaven and blessed and brake the loaves and gave them to his disciples to set before them, and the 2 fishes divided he among them all. And they did all eat and were filled, and they took up 12 baskets full. 12 baskets full of the fragments and of the fishes. And they that did eat of the loaves were about 5,000 men. And straightway he constrained his disciples to get into the ship and to go to the other side before unto Bethsaida, while he sent away the people. And when he had sent them away, he departed into a mountain to pray. And when even was come, the ship was in the midst of the sea, and he was alone on the land. And he saw them toiling and rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the 4th watch of the night he cometh unto them, walking upon the sea, and would have passed by them. But when they saw him walking on the sea, they supposed it had been a spirit, and cried out. For they all saw him, and were troubled. And immediately he took